Hello everybody, this is NapaFan34, and this is the 8th race in season number 1 of the Chick-fil-A Cup Series, the Coca-Cola 600, here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway, a 60-lap race here today, and it should be a good one at that. Yeah, completely drew a blank again. I did it last time at Talladega. Oh boy, I'm bad. Okay. Here we go. Starting lineup. Jacob Reed starts on the pole. Got Adam Pinchon alongside him. Zachary Fitzwater, Stuart Gratton, Riley White, Warren Henniger, Regan Whitlock, Justin Roberts, Jonathan Skivnicki, Diego Stevenson, Cameron Garlington, Aaron Walpole, Eric Powers, Jesse Turner, Austin Spencer, Matt Dalio, Christian Master, LJ Mills, Cody Hagan, Blaine Keys, Alan Cavagnaro, Biff Crafton, Trey Bartow, JJ Wording, Garrett Zenor, Roger Caruth, Caleb Hoffman, Gabriel Marcio, Cameron Gaidu, Mason Powers, Roland Aaron Lukes has won the past 2 races here in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series, and his teammate Joffrey Toussaint. So let's get this one started. 60 laps is a long one. Let's get to the green flag. 32 competitors here today. The pit stops are on. And I would expect at least 3 pit stops, maybe 4, possibly, if we do happen to have a late race caution. But Charlotte's always a fun track in NR 2003, in my opinion. And this should be a fun race. So make sure that nobody is stepping out of line. And we are all good. Everybody is going to start the race. So that's a good thing. Here we go. The pace car has pulled off. 60 laps here today at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Jacob Reed blows an engine right on the start of the race. The green flag is going to come out with Jacob Reed blowing an engine. Oh my. The caution should come out for that, but it's not, unfortunately. And Stuart Gratton pulls away. Can you believe that guy's luck? A very tough break for Jacob Reed, who is going to start on the pole for the race, blows an engine before he can even get to the line. And the leader is Stuart Gratton in the number 34, with Riley White and Justin Roberts right behind him. They race pretty fast speeds here, and I do enjoy the racing that we've had here. So mainly the top 5 or so are just a bunch of those inside lane cars that started behind Jacob Reed. They ended up starting before the outside lane. Riley White taking the lead from Stuart Gratton. He's going to lead that lap. And Justin Roberts, he won in Atlanta. This track is a little similar to Atlanta. He's going underneath of Riley White to take the lead. Another win just means 2 more bonus points in the chase. So if Roberts can get another win, it's 2 more bonus points for when he gets to the chase. Riley White leads that lap, but Roberts is going to try to make the pass again on him, with Cameron Garlington in 3rd in the number 10. And Roberts clears Riley White for 1st place. Comes Christian Master and Blaine Keys. They're going to go 3 wide here for 3rd place. Biff Crafton, Jesse Turner on that inside. Justin Roberts still out front. I really like the way they race high lines and all that here at this track. It really makes the racing very fun to watch. Christian Master is now in 3rd. Blaine Keys is in 4th, and Biff Crafton, looking for 4th, is going to probably get it from Blaine Keys. 3 cars have pulled away from this really buzzing pack behind Christian Master, and it's led by Biff Crafton. Jesse Turner in the 43, the Daytona 500 winner. He's now going to get underneath of the 18. See, Jacob Reed is on the track. I don't think he is. believe that Reed went right to the garage. A tough break for Jacob Reed in this race. He started on the pole and blew an engine before he even got to the line. Here comes Riley White taking the lead back, or at least trying to take the lead back from Justin Roberts. He's going to run him high up on the racetrack and take the lead away from the 38. And more on Jacob Reed there. You know, he's one of those guys that's really had a tough season so far. He's really deep in the point. By the way, this is the halfway point of the regular season. When this race is done, we are halfway through the regular season, and going to be interesting to see how the second half of the regular season goes and see who gets in the chase, because you don't really have much time to do it. Roberts takes the lead with Riley White falling back to third, and here comes J.J. Wording in the 51. He won at Texas, which is similar to this track as well. Roberts is the leader. Christian Masters in second. Here comes Wording, looking to get third from Riley White. Wording's been very solid all season, I do believe. He's been contending for the win the past couple of times. Of course, last race was at Talladega. Everyone contended for the win there. And Road America, I do believe he finished second. No, he didn't finish second. I forget where he finished. But he finished high up at Road America, and he won at Texas 2 races before that, because there was Bristol. I'm not sure how well he did at Bristol. Kind of do forget. But Wording is now in second place, and he has eyes set on the leader, Justin Roberts. Now, both of these guys have wins at the 2.5-mile tracks we've raced at so far. I believe it's been 2. Atlanta and Texas. Yes, I am right. But these two guys are really good. We have a caution out on the racetrack, and it looks like Adam Pinchon has some damage. And he's another one of those guys that's really low on points. Oh, Warren Henniger's around, another guy that's really low in points. Oh! Oh. Oh, that is not good. Okay, we'll see here. The caution is already out. We'll figure this out. I'm going to look at Pinchon here. Let's see. Yep, down the backstretch. They're trying to go 4 wide. Pinchon sends Fitzwater around, Cavagnaro with a bit of damage, but that's just the beginning of Cavagnaro's woes. Pinchon has a little bit of left side damage, and Fitzwater just spun around. Those two guys will be able to continue. Let's see what happened to Henniger in the 27. This was on the cooldown lap. The second race in a row we've had a crash on a cooldown lap. And it's involving Daleo. And if I had $1 for every time Daleo spun someone this season, I'd be able to buy a sports car. No offense to Daleo, he's a great friend of mine. But that 88 has spun a lot of drivers this season. It is just a computer game. Daleo himself has nothing to do with it. And then, this is really a hard hit. Right here. Boom. Cavagnaro pile drives it right into the side of the 27. If Henniger wasn't having a bad season to begin with, he is really having a bad season now. We'll just see here. Let's see. Here's Alan Cavagnaro. We'll follow it with him. We'll see how it looked like for him. He only speeds up after the caution. Going 172, and his impact speed was 120 something when he hit Henniger. And he hit him hard. I don't understand why he couldn't avoid it. I just don't get it at all. We'll take a look at the left side cam of Warren Henniger. You're going to see him go around as he's spun by Daleo into the wall. He's going to slide down, turn around, and boom! An extremely hard hit. We're now going to go on board with Cavagnaro. On his roof cam and see how it looked from that angle. Oh, this is going to be a hard one. Oh, man. very hard impact. And Cavagnaro, he's crashed early in the last 2 races. He is the points leader out of the guys who have not won a race, but I don't think he's going to be in that position at the end of this one. Well, Hanniger's in the pit, and so is Cavagnaro. Tough break for those guys, but we got racing to do here. Not so good of a day for Gibbs, I will say that. Biff Crafton is their highest driver right now, and he's a good driver. These are all good drivers. They just sometimes have their moments. Okay, we'll see here. We'll go on board with the 38. He was the leader. And then we'll turn it to the pit road cam. Pit lane 1. That's actually kind of a lousy cam. Oh well. And see who gets off of the pit road. Is going to be Roberts, who wins the race. Got some bumping going on there in the pits. Christian Master's going to get second. Nobody stayed out, I do believe, so that's a good thing. Whitlock, Sidnor, and Hoffman. And these guys obviously took 2 tires or something like that. So did Toussaint. Eric Powers, Austin Spencer, Wording, White, Crafton, Mauricio, Turner, Keys, Hagen, Powers, Garlington, Lukes, who's on a really good roll. We'll see if he's a contender later on in the race and see if he can make it 3 in a row. Grattan, Walpole, Caruth, Gaidu, Skivnicki, Mills, Stevenson, Bartow. Fitzwater was involved in that crash. Pinchon was involved in that crash. Dalio has some crash damage. And that's it. Let's get on to the restart. With Roberts, Master, Whitlock, Sinor, and Hoffman. The top 5. I need to take a vacation. Here we go. Of course, I'm not going to take a vacation. I enjoy doing this, so you guys will hear my lousy voice for the next few weeks, at least. Probably for the next few months. Anyway, green flag is back out. Roberts is the leader with Master, Whitlock, Sidnor, and Hoffman the top 5. Hoffman's trying to get 4th from Sidnor. That's the first battle. Well, it's not really battle. The first pass on the racetrack. Take about a lap to get up to speed, and then we'll be up to speed with these fresh tires. And we might see some of our fastest laps of the night. Justin Roberts, Christian Master, Regan Whitlock, Hoffman trying to get another position on the 3 car. Justin Roberts. Now, he kind of, I guess you could say he dominated at Atlanta when we raced there earlier in the season. And so far, he's led quite a few laps in this race. So he's definitely on point to possibly get his 2nd win of the season. Christian Master has been doing very good in the points, and at the rate he's going, if he doesn't get a win, if finishes 2nd place or something, he would be the points leader for the guys who have not won a race so far this season. And that's a very good position to be in, because since we had Aaron Lukes win his 2nd race of the season, we will definitely have a driver who has not gotten a win to be in the chase. And right now, points really do mean a lot. And now this lead battle is bunched up to 7 cars. As Christian Master tries to take it from the 38, you got Wording, White, Turner on the inside lane, and Hoffman and Crafton behind Roberts on the outside lane. We're going to go 3 wide for the lead with J.J. Wording. Bold move by the driver of the number 51 and the winner at Texas Motor Speedway. Wow, what a move by the 51, and here comes the guys that were behind him, Riley White and Jesse Turner. And here comes Joffrey Toussaint, Blaine Keys, Garrett Sinor on that inside lane. Roberts high on the track. He's losing quite a few positions. It is Wording out front with the 43 of Jesse Turner in 2nd. You guys remember Texas. It's Texas all over again for these 2 guys right here. Jesse Turner wants to get by that 51 and get a win from him. He won the Daytona 500, so another win. would meet another driver who doesn't have a win in the chase. Same would go for J.J. Wording, but the first guy in line that doesn't have a win so far this season is Riley White in the number 1. Here comes Turner trying to get by the 51 to take the lead, and he is going to do it. And he's going to bring Riley White along with him. Here comes Blaine Keys, Riley White's teammate, in the 42. Now, he's been generally quiet this season so far. Here comes Riley White trying to get a nose underneath for the 43. Not going to quite do it yet. He's been kind of quiet this season, Blaine Keys has. He's running 3rd now. I do believe he's pretty solid in points. I think he's... If the regular season ended today, he would make the chase in that number 42. So he's definitely doing a really good job in that 42 so far this season. And so is Riley White. He's pretty solid in points, I do believe, as well. Here comes Keys trying to get a position on White to take 2nd, and Turner is the leader in the number 43, looking to get his 2nd win of the season. Check in on Aaron Lukes. He's won the past 2 races so far this year, and he is caught kind of deep in the field in 18th place, but he doesn't have anything at all to worry about. He can completely skip the next 8 or so races and still be plenty good enough by the time the chase comes. So Aaron Lukes, the winner of the past 2 races, the race at Road America and the race at Talladega, running 17th right now here at Charlotte. And Justin Roberts has fallen back. Remember, he was a leader on that restart. He has fallen back all the way to outside the top 10 now. He's stuck on that outside lane and can't get to the inside in that number 38. Here comes his teammate Stuart Gratton, and he's going to get a nose underneath of him. He's kind of running a high lane there, so kind of understandable. Here comes Blaine Keys in the 42, looking to take the lead from Jesse Turner in number 43, and looking to bring J.J. Wording with him in the 51. How about 5th place? Roger Carruth in the 17. A solid day for him in that car. Cameron Gaydews in 6th. Biff Crafton. These are some guys... Well, Crafton, at least, is one of those guys that hasn't really had that good of a season so far. Right now, he's got a really good position on the racetrack. Blaine Keys is now the leader. J.J. Wording is going to get underneath for the 43, and he's going to bring Riley White with him. And Riley White is going to try to get underneath for the 51, heading into turn number 3. Not going to quite do it. Blaine Keys is the leader here at Charlotte Motor Speedway for the Coca-Cola 600 in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. And we're coming close on halfway. And I would expect if we saw the caution as early as we did, we might see another one later on in the race. Especially like throughout this area here, where it's pretty intense racing. Adam Pinchon is a little slow off the pack due to crash damage, and the same thing can go for Zachary Fitzwater and Matt Dallio. White trying to close in on his teammate, Blaine Keys, for the lead. He's going to bump him and turn him. Oh, and there goes Turner and Wording. Oh, no. Caution is going to come out. That should not have happened at all. Oh, Wording has damage, and so does Blaine Keys, and White just drives away. Oh, that isn't good at all. Of course, I do believe that that was an accident. I wouldn't see Riley White spinning his own teammate. I don't really see Riley White spinning anybody, but anyway. What a tough break for Jesse Turner and all those guys who were really solid. We'll see what happened here. This is the lead battle. Riley White is going to get to the bumper of the 42, comes back and spins the 43, and that 43 spinning is why the caution is out. Not much damage on the 43, fortunately, but he's going to have to go to the back of the field because of this. We'll just see what it looked like through Blaine Keys' view. Just got spun by the 1. 1 just went too high. He got into the 51. The 51 has some front-end damage there, and see the 43 got spun, and Dalio is coming close to him. Let's hope that he doesn't spin him too. We'll see how it looked for the 43 of Jesse Turner, and just loses it down the backstretch when that wreck was happening in front of him. A tough break for Jesse Turner in a number 43. He's going to have to go to the back of the field for that one. And the race was obviously won by Riley White. So I want to make sure that nobody else crashes here during the cool-down lap. See a lot of that. It's kind of one of those tracks that we could be prone to having something like that happen. And it looks like we're going to be okay. Actually, we're going to be okay because we're still under green. Duh. Man, I didn't know that. So the caution did not come out for the spin of Jesse Turner. And Riley White has a clean racetrack in front of him and a clean racetrack behind him. Interesting. Raja Karoof is in second place in the number 17. L.J. Mills is in third. J.J. Wording, even though he has that damage, is in fourth. And here we go for pit stops. Guys staying out. Well, we actually already had people going in for pit stops. There are some guys staying out, though. I do believe that Joffrey Toussaint stayed out along with a couple guys. Trey Bartow in the Ford. Diego Stevenson and Joffrey Toussaint. Now, Toussaint's going a little slow. Wouldn't be surprised if there was a problem on his car. Bartow, though, these guys are going to come back in. Or not back in, but they're just going to come in. And Riley White looks like he's going to get the race off of pit road. Raja Karoof is in second place. L.J. Mills is in third. Wording and Hoffman are close, but Riley White pulls out and is the leader by a pretty large margin. Cameron Gadieu, now he's already had his pit stop. He may get a run on the 17, and he will. The driver, the number 15, Cameron Gadieu, now in second place in the number 15. But it is still Riley White by a large margin ahead. And he's going to pass all guys who stayed out an extra lap. So it's now calmed down quite a bit for the lead battle after Riley White accidentally spun his teammate around and caused a little bit of a spin down the backstretch. No caution came out for it, surprisingly, but now he is the leader by quite a bit. But here comes Cameron Gadieu. He's got a fast car. He's going considerably faster than the one, and so is Raja Karoof. I do believe that you're getting a little bit of a draft here at Charlotte. It is a big enough track that you can get a slight draft on the car in front of you. This is going to become a lead battle between these three cars, I do believe, here soon. Riley White, Cameron Gadieu, and Raja Karoof. And here comes the 15 underneath of the 1, trying at least to get underneath of the 1. He's going to do it. Side by side for the lead, but it's going to be no contest. And Cameron Gadieu is the new leader here at Charlotte in the Coca-Cola 600. Now Raja Karoof is going to get underneath of the 1 and take second away from him. I don't know, but the adjustment could have been an adjustment on Riley White's car. May not be too good. Then again, he is staying pretty close to the 17, but the 15 is pulling away a little bit, so we'll see how it goes. Blaney Keys is now all the way back in 29th place after battling for the lead. I'm sure he probably isn't too happy about what his teammate did there. Regan Whitlock, Garrett Senor also having some trouble. Then is kind of within this area. Dalio's kind of bounced back a little bit, and so has Pinchon. A little bit, just a little bit, a couple positions. And you see this mix here. Roberts was the leader on this restart. Turner was spun a few laps ago. They're kind of back in there. Got Hagen, Grattan, Garlington. Then we got a pretty big group here with Skivnicki, Mauricio Powers, Mason Powers, Joffrey Toussaint, and Biff Crafton. Ahead of them, it's Diego Stevenson, J.J. Wording in the 51. Then this three-wide battle with Bartow, Walpole, and Lukes. Aaron Lukes. And now here's something interesting. I think he's now in 9th place in that 5. He is creeping up towards the front. Got Austin Spencer in 6th, Caleb Hoffman, L.J. Mills, and then the lead battle between Riley White, Raja Karuf, and Cameron Gaydew out front. Of course, he's out front. It's the lead battle. Gaydew is still the leader. We're coming up on the 2/3 mark of this race. Riley White trying to get by the 17. Can't quite do it yet. And Cameron Gaydew is still the leader. They're now single file. And we'll see if Riley White will spin again to get the win. Well, it's possible. None of these top 3 have gotten a win yet this season. The first guy in line that has gotten the win is Aaron Lukes, and he's won the past 2 races. He's doing a really solid job at number 5 here tonight. This is a pretty big mess here with these 4 cars. Spencer, Mills, Bartow, and Bartow's going pretty fast in that 4 car. Bartow is showing some speed, and it's good to see a guy who's tied for last in points do a great job. He's had a pretty bad season so far, and looking to turn that around with a win. And it's not Cameron Gaydew anymore, but Raja Karuf is now the leader here in the Coke 600 at Charlotte. I missed it, of course, and we are now 2/3 of the way through the race. So we're coming on the final 20-lap stretch of the Coca-Cola 600. Will there be another caution? It is possible, because we're seeing some side-by-side racing back here and there, and that actually may be it. Got some side-by-side racing here. But either way, it's possible that we could end up with another caution in this race. Raja Karuf in the number 17 is the leader here at the Coca-Cola 600. But Cameron Gaydew wants to take that lead back from him, and he's going to do it. Heading into 1. Riley White's now going to get 2nd from the 17. And look, how about that 4 car? He's now up to 4th place. He has gained a lot of positions so far in this race, and he is actually going a couple miles per hour faster, relatively faster, I think. Maybe running a similar speed to the leaders now, but he's pretty fast in the corners, and that's probably where he's getting a lot of his speed. And I do believe that he is catching up on the leaders here. Cameron Gaydew is out front. Then you got Riley White, Raja Karuf, Trey Bartow, and L.J. Mills, the top 5. Gaydew in the 15 is the leader. He's led quite a few laps, and is definitely looking very solid in that car. But that 4, I'm really going to look at him to possibly be a dark horse to win this race. He is going fast, and I know we'll have at least one more set of pit stops in this race. So if he can get another good pit stop, another good adjustment, he could possibly get up to these lead guys and possibly take the lead from them and take the win. Gaydew up high as White goes down underneath of them, and Riley White's back out front. All this passing that we're going to have in this lead battle is going to bring these guys, these 2 Stewart-Haas guys, they're going pretty fast. They're going to close in on these guys at the rate this is all going with the passing. Riley White leads lap number 46 here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. We've only had one caution so far, and that was when Adam Pinchon and Zachary Fitzwater had an incident down the backstretch with Alan Cavagnaro. And then during the cool-down lap, Alan Cavagnaro slammed into the spinning Warren Henniger and knocked both of those drivers out. And I believe we have somebody peeling off, and that's Cameron Gaidu. Here's the first set of pit stops. Or actually, not the first group going in. The early group may get an advantage on those guys who stayed out. And that may be good for Cameron Gaidu. That's actually how he got the lead. That's because he pitted a lap earlier. And this is good for guys like Austin Spencer, who is up there as well. We'll see how that all plays out. And here comes group number 2. The leader... Sorry, group number 2 hasn't come in yet. Well, these guys here, the leaders are probably going to come in this time by. That 4 and that 41 are closing in really, really fast on these leaders. But I would expect leaders to come in here, and they are. Bartow is going to stay out another lap and lead one here at Charlotte. We'll see here. 15 is out. The 55 is out, and so is the 22. These guys are all out here. Now Cameron Gaidu has fresher tires, so he is going to probably get an advantage on the guys who stayed out a little later than he did. We'll just follow him here because we know that he was one of the leaders one of the 3 leaders that was battling for the lead once we started this pit stop. So pretty much we know for sure that the battle of the lead is going to be around the 15 once it's all said and done. So Gaidu isn't officially the leader, but I do believe that he will be out front once this is all done. He's going to easily drive by a lot of these guys, actually. Roger Carruth's going to try to pull out in front of him, but he isn't going to do it. Cameron Gaidu is going to take the lead. And it's going to be 10 laps to go when we cross the line next time by. And Gaidu's out front by a little bit, but I'm not so sure if he's going to be able to stick it, because the 17 does have a couple laps fresher tires than the 15 does, so we'll see. Only unless I'm not sure if Toussaint is actually on the lead lap or what. But he might be. The 48 might be on the lead lap. We'll see. The leader on that lap was Bartow, and I forgot about him. So it isn't the 15 who's the leader, but it's Trey Bartow in the number 4 who's out front, and out front by a lot. Why didn't I see that? Trey Bartow in the number 4 is the leader here at Charlotte by a lot. And this one's just going to be an easy one for him now. And that is great for Trey Bartow, who's had a really, really tough season. A win is going to put him in the chase no matter what. And it'll be fun to see this guy in the chase. He's a great driver, and I'm looking forward to see him fight for the championship. Because he's definitely going to, unless something supernatural happens, he's going to win this race. Good job by Toussaint on that round of pit stop. He's up to 4th. And I never thought Bartow would have that good of a pit stop and get out front by that much. He's lapped Blaine Keys, who had that damage on that crash earlier that did not bring out a caution. But Trey Bartow in the number 4 is most likely going to pull away with this one. Roger Carruth trying to get some points. He's now going to move up to 2nd underneath of Gaidu. It's all Trey Bartow here at Charlotte. Took the lead after that set of pit stops, but his lead is huge. And with that huge lead, he probably won't have to worry about losing this race. Only unless he blows a tire or something, but I doubt that that's going to happen. This is NR 2003. You really don't get blown tires in this game. And besides, these two are racing really hard anyway, so it's not going to be enough for these guys to catch up. But how about this? Aaron Lukes, he's won the past 2 races. Most likely isn't going to win tonight, but he's now up to 6th place. A great day for that number 5 team. And they've been really, really solid the past few races. I may have spoken too soon. This guy is fast. Trey Bartow is the leader, but the second place car is coming pretty fast. Yeah. It is 3 laps to go for Trey Bartow. I'm not exactly sure if the 15 and the 17 can close in time. But here's something. That 42 is passing the 4. Here comes the 15. Oh my goodness, what a heartbreaker for Trey Bartow. I thought he had it won. And right now it doesn't look like he does. Gady was now the leader. Raja Karuf in the 17. This is going to be a good race. Karuf may be the dark horse here. I don't really think he's led that many laps at all in that 17, but he is right on the bumper of the 15. There he goes for the lead. It's going to be the white flag next time by here in the Coca-Cola 600. Raja Karuf in the 17 is the leader with the 15 of Cameron Gady right behind him. Bartow has fallen back a little bit. White flag for Raja Karuf in the 17. Aaron Lukes is now up to 4th place. Can the 15 close in time to the 17 of Raja Karuf? I don't think so. They're coming to the checkered flag. And it is the 17 of Raja Karuf that's going to win the Coca-Cola 600 here at Charlotte. He is in the chase. I didn't see that one coming at all, but I'm sure that he'll take it. And a tough break for Bartow. I thought he had that thing won. He was ahead by a couple seconds. But then just got caught up by the faster cars of Raja Karuf and Cameron Gady, and Raja Karuf is going to win the Coca-Cola 600, and he will be in the chase for the Chick-fil-A Cup. So there are the official standings of the race. Aaron Lukes is in 4th for this one, nearly won it. If we had about 10 more laps, he probably would have won this race. And then you have Caleb Hoffman, Riley White, Aaron Walpole, Austin Spencer, L.J. Mills, and Joffrey Toussaint. The top 10. We'll take a look at the rest of the results right here. And Jacob Reed, who started on the pole, didn't even get to start the race because of a blown engine. And the only 2 other guys that were out were Cavagnaro and Henniger after that very vicious crash early in the race. But congratulations to Raja Karuf on his first career win on this channel. And that is it for me. So thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys later. And here are the points for the Chick-fil-A Cup Series.